There are certain individuals who find pleasure in their own company. Did you ever spot one of your acquaintances reading a book at a lively party? It's likely not your vibe. Such people would rather be anywhere else in the world than somewhere with a lot of noise. These individuals are frequently intelligent and creative. The question is, are you among this type of people? Let's find out. In today's video, we will be talking about 9 personality traits of people that like to be alone. So, if you're new here on Usable Wisdom, you came to the right channel because we will surely help you achieve the life of your dreams. Oh, and if you discover something helpful from this video, it would be lovely if you subscribed. You can also unsubscribe at any point, but as long as you subscribe, you'll always be the first to hear about new life-changing ideas as they become released. Hence, it's mutually beneficial. So, how about we keep going? 1. They're usually loyal. When interacting with people, having a tendency to isolate yourself has several implications. The capacity to consider issues objectively is one of them. As a result, once they make up their decision about something, they usually stick with it. These people usually live by certain principles. The typical personality of someone like this is not one to succumb to vices like binge drinking, drug use, or other temptations. It's actually a noble quality. Additionally, it denotes practice and discipline. Without daily practice, it is impossible to be faithful. The best thing about loyalty is that it makes you trustworthy, and trustworthy people are always in demand as coworkers. If you don't already have any friends who act in this manner, you should look for some. 2. They are reflective. Are you able to recall your first day of class or perhaps your first exam? These people can. It has an effect on the mind to be able to sit by yourself for extended periods of time every day. Being reflective is not just for recollection. It is also for objective thinking, since it provides the mind the ability to wander and access old memories. Reflective people frequently consider their options. They take their time making judgments and consider all options. People who are reflective often read a lot. What would they reflect on if they didn't? They read to stay informed and connected to society because they aren't very social. They are detail-oriented as a result of this practice. They also don't have a bad memory. Have you ever worked with someone like this who, because they are more concentrated, often completes duties faster? They also reflect on the issues and offer insightful solutions. They frequently have good opinions on many different topics and are never superficial. 3. They have a high level of self-awareness. Self-awareness actually refers to an honest and introspective perception of oneself. People who enjoy their privacy frequently reflect on themselves. They have a much greater capacity for self-objective knowledge. They become more certain as a result. They are aware that hard labor is required. They are aware of their limitations, but instead choose to demand their strength. You scarcely have anything to share with them that they don't already know about themselves. Being conscious of oneself is a privilege. It renders you unaffected by what other people think of you. What people say matters when you are aware of how you behave. Funny thing is, these people almost never hang out with those who can undermine their self-confidence. If you constantly feel down, try spending at least one day a week by yourself. What happens to you will astound you. Spending time alone helps you overcome numerous mental obstacles and shifts your focus to other things. While enjoying a cup of coffee, you can come up with an idea that significantly changes the way things are done in your field of interest. With a lot of noise, that is impossible. This may be the reason why those who are this way tend to be creative. 4. They value their time more than others. To them, time is everything that matters. Depending on how efficiently we use the time we have, we may succeed or fail. People who prefer to be alone are more self-aware than those who enjoy hanging out with others, even when there is nothing worthwhile to talk about. They are aware of what they need and what is essential in order to respect your time and the time of others. They tend to associate more with others who are like them and don't take people who are late to meetings lightly. They are more aware of what they can accomplish with the time they have than others. When they are alone themselves, they are either reflecting on the projects they are working on or recalling memorable moments. They are aware of how much may be accomplished through simple sleep rather than Netflix binges. They have improved time management due to their strong self-awareness. They may even be aware of their personalities to collaborate with others more effectively. 5. They are great listeners. Have you ever met someone with whom you had a conversation for the first time and just couldn't stop? This is what happens to those who are always alone. By considering a variety of situations that happen to others, they grow more empathetic. As a result, they make every effort to be there for others. They can give generously and anonymously. Although they are quite conservative, savor the moment if you come across someone like this. The majority of people don't listen well and only want to talk about themselves and their accomplishments. Even worse, they might phone you while you're in the middle of sharing something intimate. Oh, and before anything else, we would love to know which among these traits you see in yourself or someone you know that you can relate with the most. So please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Once you're done, let's get going, shall we? 6. They are bold. These individuals frequently reflect on their fears. You will discover a solution if you give it enough time. There is always a way. You'll begin to rationalize your worry as time goes on. You'll come to understand that it didn't actually make sense. You'll overcome it and you'll be liberated. Have you ever met someone who, while having no idea how to proceed, accepts every task they are handed without complaining? Keep a close eye on the person if they spend a lot of time by themselves. By doing this, you will increase your self-confidence by affirming yourself and being more self-aware. Without the worry of failing, they can attempt many things. Many of them are okay with losing. Who are you? Try talking to anyone like this if you want to have a meaningful conversation about the difficulties that people actually face. They can offer insights that will astound you. They will occasionally imagine other scenarios in your thoughts to see how they would play out. They are quite imaginative. They may feel more confident and be inspired to take risks by being able to picture how a presentation might go and how people would react. 7. They are comfortable in their own skin. These people are frequently very at peace with themselves. They don't trip about body imperfections, the color of their suit, or passerbys who are eyeing them. In fact, they don't mind if people continue to stare as long as they are left alone. If they prefer tea, they can work in the library if it is permitted and drink tea instead of ordinary soda. They are okay with it because they are aware of how that appears. Body shaming them wouldn't work. They most likely know more facts about their well-being than you do. 8. They are highly knowledgeable. Since they read a lot, they are typically like this. In addition to reading literature about the arts and sciences, they also appreciate beauty. They occasionally enjoy strange pastimes like hiking or relaxing in the yard to observe bugs in trees. Though, who knows? You might spend some valuable time alone if you develop any unusual hobby because none of your pals would be interested in joining you. You can distinguish yourself from your peers by having a broad understanding of many different topics. 9. They value other people. Those who enjoy spending time alone place a high priority on friendship. There aren't many of them. Additionally, they accept one other's opinion of others and are typically too busy to become involved. The advantages of solitude are numerous. You tend to have a clearer sense of purpose if you spend a lot of time by yourself. People who spend time alone tend to be more deliberate in their pursuits and aspirations. They don't procrastinate because they aren't constantly up to date on trends and popular social culture. Hence, they are typically more focused in general. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something meaningful from this video. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And I'll see you next time.